Have you ever wondered where your food comes from, or how it is grown, or who grows it? In this speech, I'm going to tell you a little bit about those. Now I'm going to focus on three major parts of farming: raising animals, land, and equipment. Now I'm going to leave you with something to think about while I'm talking. What is one piece of farm equipment that a salesman will never stand behind? Now I'm going to focus on the beef side of farming. There are many different types of animals, but we on our farm, we raise beef. And there are many different types of beef breeds, but we have Angus and Limousin. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we take care of our animals. We give them shots every year, which oddly enough, we give them shots to prevent from getting corona. And we also have the vet come up every now and then and check on how our herd is doing. Or if a cow looks sick, we'll have a vet come up and check on them and see how we can make them better. For breeding, we put our bulls and heifers out into the pasture and we have natural breeding. Now we feed our animals 2 times a day. We give them ground feed and we give them silage. And they have all-you-can-eat silage throughout the day. And according to acreage to animal ratio, the average cow needs 2 acres and about 30 pounds of feed a day. And now, right now, when we go to sell our animals, we usually try to sell them when the market is high. Right now, the market is not very high. It is only at 94 cents a pound, which would be like, and this is according to Market Insider, but this would be like if we took a 1,000-pound animal in, we get $940 for it, which a couple months ago is well over $1 a pound. So now I'm going to tell you about planting season. So we plant in the spring and we harvest in the fall, which there's one exception to one of the crops that we do. We do 2 different types of crops. We do corn, which we harvest once a year in the fall, and we do alfalfa, which we harvest 3 to 4 times a year, depending on how the weather is. Now alfalfa we make into hay, which will last us the entire season, or the entire year. And corn, we have 2 different ways of picking it. We either chop it, or we can just plain old pick it. Well, there's 2 different ways of picking it too. You can pick it and shell it, or you can just pick on the cob. Our cob goes into storage and sell it, and we don't sell that. We grind it up and feed it to our animals as ground feed. And everything that we shell goes to down to the river that we sell, and right now the market is at $3.60 according to bar chart. The last month this was at well over $4.50 a bushel, which a bushel is a 5-gallon pailful, roughly. Now we fertilize our fields all year long with the cow manure that we scrape out of our barn. Now there are many different types of equipment, but I'm only going to tell you about a few that I have mentioned previously. We have the chopper, which will take the corn, and chop it up in little pieces, and we use that to make silage to feed to our animals. Then we have the plow and finisher, which the plow will turn the dirt over, and the finisher will make the ground soft enough for our planter to come through. We have 2 different types of planters too. We have the corn planter, which plants corn, and then we have the drill, which plants alfalfa. So now I would like to thank you for coming out and listening to my speech. And hopefully you learned a little bit more about farming due to this. And now I will answer the question that I asked you before. The one piece of equipment a salesman will not stand behind is a manure spreader. And now, according to Jess Vergeth, he never has to go to a casino. All he has to do is go out and farm, because you never know when you're going to strike it big. Thank you for coming out.